if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 4th episode of 2nd season of series The Legend of Vox Machina. So let's get to it. Let's go. Okay, let's see what happens to Vex. This is someplace else. Another flashback, maybe? So she was kidnapped? Oh my gosh. Classic. These twigs. It's an interesting creature. We never met anyone like that before. Like a kind of like a Lizalfos. That's how they met Trinket, is it? And Trinket loves them because they rescued him from here. She is very brave. Just giving him her hand. Usually the hurt animal would distrust any human that comes up to it initially. She's like, we gotta save him. Does he want to finish him? Wait, really? Maybe the trinket was a small baby, a cub, right? Because like the I don't know. Yeah, that makes sense age-wise, right? So they decided to finish the mother's life because she was suffering too much. But we are taking the cub. Yes. Well, I suppose that was a good decision. Trinket became their friend. Is it also the origin of the name? So it was like their little trinket from this I wouldn't call it an adventure, but okay, that was a really lovely flashback. So we're learning more about Vex and Vox's past. I feel like with their family it was very ambiguous in my opinion, but this here had everything I needed. Oh, there will also be some fire, it seems. We had that scene in the first season opening as well, but yeah, so they met Trinket's mom, and I guess they showed her mercy, like she was tortured and they couldn't, maybe she wouldn't survive anyway and they couldn't heal her. So I understand the decision. And I thought it's Trinket himself, but yeah, age-wise it makes more sense. Bears, they don't live that long, and he is like an adult bear now. So then he was a cub, and they were cubs in a sense, and they kind of grew up together as free friends. That's really cute. Okay, back to present. Where are you guys? Just chilling there? But she's... Let's see if my assumption was correct. Okay, so maybe it was wrong. Maybe we will just try to resurrect her instead of what I assumed. I mean, if it works, yes. There has to be more to it. Look, Raven's feathers continue falling down. Yes. So, Matron of Ravens doesn't let them use healing or revival. Again, I think because this is kind of part of her test. But maybe not in a way I expected. Or she requires a tribute or something. Or kills anyone who tries to take her armor because she's protecting it. She broke the spell on purpose. She's like, nope. But her soul is leaving the body. Oh, they are connected with some gold string. She looks cool. So huge. Oh, she wants to sever the string tying them? Or did she accept the offer? The soul did go back to the body though, as it seemed. What was it about then? Was she that inspired by the suggestion of like take me instead? Yeah, and Percy is the one who touched it, so what about Vox? Is he dead now? Yeah, it wasn't him. Yeah, and he knows it. Now they are going to turn around and see that Vox is dead now. He is still standing, but he is too quiet. Is this the armor? Was he given the armor? So he earned it. By his readiness to give his own life, he earned it. Yeah, but they are gray area though. They were ready to help and do anything to try and save Vex. Yeah, like they want the vestige, but they are not bad people. Good point. Trinket is worried about something. And Vox is now like a bit in trance. Oh, this is her, the Raven. Is he granted the vision now of like what happened during the calamity? Oh my gosh, they look so cool. No, they are not. But I I am. That was a cool sequence. She still wants to take the vestige? Yeah, she is a little bit more evil than him. Cash. Yes. He seems to be nicer. How did she put this monster out like a Pokemon? Or like created it? That's true. Just petrified details. Oh, your new friends. So it works. Ah, no, that's Vision again. So that's like the soldier who wore the armor of Matron of Ravens. And now he earned the right to wear it. This is like a little training, like practice for them, you know? To build their skills a little. Very considerate. Oh my gosh. These stone statues look cool though. He's like. But he's like, they're also humans. I don't want them to suffer or die. He's a good person. I like him more now. I said last episode that he's kind of shitty. I take that back. Yeah, right? So she basically just told on herself. Okay, so capturing. So it was like a Pokemon. Is he still like during while this fight is going? He's also trying to continue earn the right to wear the armor that he has. And if he does soon, maybe he will be the one to save everyone. It's kind of like Link's shadow teaching Link the moves. I'm romanticizing this. Oh. Well, as it was told, they can be unfrozen, which is good. And his injuries don't show up in real life, which is also good. It's kind of unfair that guy has a sword and he's using his bare hands. Is it? I think he has control now in this dream with his actions. Or he has to like accept it and not fight it? Okay. So again, I guess it's the readiness to die. That's what she wants. He's shown it twice now. And that's what impresses her. Now she activates the vestige. Like he earned the right to the trial, and he went through the trial. It's kind of close to my assumption, but I thought Vex would be going through the trial, right? So it's a twist. Very cool. It's pretty when it's glowing. Mm. It seemed freezing seemed pretty easy. He has nice powers. So see, it was for the best. This fight. It also helps him to practice his new powers. It's just, you know. Oh, that was a very pretty scene. That was very helpful. Putting this Pokemon out here. Ouch. But yeah, also like a Zelda's boss. Again, a Zelda reference. Well, maybe not a reference. Usually, often there's some big eye or something, and you have to target that, right? Are we going to drown in the temple? Yeah. Oh, the scenery is so pretty. Like it's like sunset. Okay, so that's how we're getting out. I was wondering, like, how. Okay. Going inside was much harder. I touched the armor and. Oh, that thingy. To capture? Mm-hmm. Oh, so we're good. Okay, that works. So they're living now. Hmm. What? His ass is definitely not the most interesting thing about him. Trinket? Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't want to be in a Pokeball. Maybe it will be, let's see. Another vision? Will there be like a series of trials for Vestige to reach its full potential? That's just like Silas and Delilah's story. Now this golden thread. What the heck was this jump scare? Golden thread was connecting him to his sister, but now it's not. It's connecting him to the matron of ravens. Mm-hmm. Or maybe she'll take his life or his soul in the end. Maybe that's also an effect of the golden thread severing. Should I recognize her? Okay, let's watch the ending and discuss the episode itself. Then I'll look again at this person's face. Why is she watching? What is happening? Okay, first of all, I wanted to say that I'm really happy about how it turned out with Zara and Cash, because in previous episodes it felt like Cash is very arrogant, kind of annoying in a way. So I was like, yeah, he's not very nice, and he was flirting kind of heavily maybe with Killith, which in itself is not a problem, but it puts me off a little bit, when you're well, it wasn't too much, I would say. And she's pretty, so and she seemed kind of interested in as well. I think it was more like one scene where he said something very arrogantly and in such a tone of voice. That was what put me off. It was like, yeah, his personality is kind of shitty, but in this episode he was an angel. It's like I thought, okay, both of them are more of a gray area because they wanted to steal, so to say, vestige from Vox Machina. Okay, that they wanted to. They lied to them, right? They pretended that they're helping them while they had ulterior motives. And then Zara even put this huge, scary Pokemon Zelda boss monster to fight them. But she seemed more, maybe they kind of balanced each other here, because Zara seemed more intent to continue with this plan, while Cash was like, okay, that is a bit excessive, right? And so that created a balance between them. And in the end, when he went to help them fight that boss monster, she ended up going to help as well. So it's like she's also not completely 100%, well, I wouldn't say even evil, I'm not sure what word to use, right? But not an antagonist to Vox Machina at all. It's more like kind of unlikely ally. There's maybe a good name for this trope. An ally who didn't really want to become an ally, but it ended up happening anyway. And I kind of like this trope. I think that's pretty cool. So I really enjoy both of their characters, and I would hope that they are going to return. Then, talking about Vex and Vox, we were shown very explicitly in this season how connected they are to each other and how he relies on his sister a lot. But in this moment, when she has died and he offered himself instead, showing his love for his sister, the matron of ravens severed the golden thread between them. And she was like, okay, you deserve the vestige now. So what was the initial plan? I'm not sure, because I thought, okay, maybe Vex has to do some kind of trial, but she was completely dead and she wasn't in some other realm, like the death realm, parallel realm, where she could do that some kind of trial for the matron of ravens. She was just out cold. So was it the intent from the start to see, because the matron, she also shown herself only to Vex's brother, so maybe she was trying to check, like, is he going to offer himself instead as an offering? And he did, which is like, it is a bit funny that he has to do kind of quite specific things. He has to, because maybe he would be ready to offer himself, but just the possibility of it wouldn't come to mind at the moment that it is technically possible, right? And then he wouldn't do it, even though he would be ready for it if he knew it was a possibility. Or like, for example, when he fought that warrior, like how, I guess he was given a hint there. I think Vex was there as a vision, as a hint for him. But still, like, he had to do a very... Usually, when someone is trying to kill you, you are obviously trying to defend yourself. Like, how do you come to the conclusion that you actually have to completely accept it and surrender, basically? I don't see the logic in it. How are we supposed to do these trials? It feels more like luck that he managed to do the exact same thing that he had to, in my opinion. But in any case, right, after he offered himself, so that the first step of the trial was good, it was done. Then the matron of ravens started giving him other trials, then while they were fighting the boss, he had to fight or not fight that shadow, and then he got another vision, and before that he just got a vision of Calamity. So it feels like she's trying to do something more, give him more information, more understanding, and maybe in her opinion it's not like just, oh, okay, you are worthy of my armor, you can use it. Maybe it's way more serious to her, like, now you are my warrior and I need you to be a specific way, to understand and know some specific things, and do great things that will honor me because you are wearing my armor. So I need to kind of lead you and teach you also. And maybe as this vision shown, I don't know, I felt like it was an implication that his life will be taken in the end once he kind of serves his purpose, Vestige serves its purpose, Matron of Ravens intends to take him after all, like she took life of his sister, she is instead going to take his life just later. I'm not sure, because we had this moment with Percy in the first season where I thought that his soul should be taken in the end, but after all there were some twists and turns and everything came out fine. So it's not like I feel like he's probably going to still survive. I feel like we have a pretty good plot armor for our main group. So it's not like I assume he won't die, but I think that might be the implication of what Matron of Ravens intends to do. Okay, and finally, severing that thread between them maybe will also make him not dependent on his sister anymore, because he said before that he really needs her and he's always really worried about her and he wants her to be close, and like this was very important point that was made. But now, thanks to that, like he said, everything has changed. So he has changed as a person because of this experience, and he has maybe also become more independent, especially since after he says everything has changed, he is the one leaving the conversation, leaving her behind. So this could be symbolic. So this person watching them, could it be Anna Ripley? You know, I have bad memory on faces, and we've seen her so long ago last time, but she was missing an arm and now she has a mechanical arm. And I think the face looks a bit similar. And it's also the only character that I think would make sense to show to us and us think, oh, right, that's someone we know and this someone is watching us. But I might be wrong because, as I said, I have very bad memory for faces, and her hair is not shown here, her whole body is not shown here. It could be her, it could be someone else. I could be very, very mistaken. But in any case, this character is watching them. I would think Anne Ripley would have more interest in Percy, but I guess they are just as a whole group as well. And then there's also some other city here burning. Liestrun. So this place is Westrun, because I thought it's for a second, because she's connected to Whitestone, I thought, oh, did the dragons get to Whitestone as well? But it's some kind of Westrun, so it's another place. And last time we saw her, well, we didn't see her, we saw mention of her, she was in Vasselheim. So it could be her, it could be another character, and this character is watching the place named Westrun burn by the dragons who are attacking this place. And that's basically all we see. So I'm not quite sure what we can gather from that. I think next we are maybe going to visit the Sphinx, get more hints for what Vestige, what we are going to do next. But that is going to be it for today. So please share your thoughts, without spoilers of course, in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and